in the middle of a deep, breathing forest where the trees swayed like sleepy giants and the air smelled like honey and pine, lived a little bear named Benny. Benny was round, soft, and endlessly curious. His fur shimmered like gold dust in sunlight, and when he laughed, the whole forest seemed to giggle with him. But Benny loved nighttime most of all. He loved how the stars peeked shyly through the leaves, how the world grew quiet, and how the moon always smiled back at him from his favorite pond. Every night, he whispered the same thing. "Good night, moon. Don't forget to dream." And the moon, in her glowing grace, always answered with a silver shimmer across the water. But tonight, the pond was dark. No reflection, no shimmer, no moon. Just a small bear staring into still water, whispering, "Moon, are you hiding?" The silence was heavy, lonely. So Benny took a breath, puffed out his chest, and said softly, like a promise to himself, "Then I'll come find you." He grabbed his tiny lantern, his blue blanket, and a jar of honey for courage, because every adventure needs a bit of sweetness, and stepped into the dark. The forest whispered as Benny walked. The wind rustled, the crickets hummed, and his paws made soft prints on the path. A voice drifted from above. "Hoo-hoo, little bear, why are you awake when dreams are calling?" It was Olivia the Owl, wise and calm, her feathers glowing pale silver in the dark. "I can't sleep," Benny said. "The moon is gone. I have to find her." Olivia blinked, thoughtful. "Ah, even the brightest things sometimes lose their way. I saw a faint glow beyond Misty Hill. Maybe that's where she dropped her light." Benny looked up, hope flickering in his chest. "Thank you, Olivia." The owl leaned closer, voice soft. "It's a long walk, little one, but sometimes the journey matters more than what we find." Benny smiled shyly. "Then I'll walk gently." And he did, one paw after another, heart glowing brighter than his lantern. Misty Hill lived up to its name. The fog curled like ghostly ribbons, wrapping around Benny's legs, hiding the stars. He shivered a little. The forest didn't feel quite as friendly here. "Moon," he called softly, "I'm still coming." From the haze, a flicker of red appeared. Timmy the Fox, clever eyes, sleek fur, and a grin that could melt trouble. "Benny, you're out late," Timmy teased. "Lost your bedtime?" Benny shook his head. Not lost, just trying to help the moon find her way home. Timmy raised an eyebrow. "You? Alone?" Benny nodded, clutching his lantern tighter. "She always lights the night for me. I can do the same for her." Timmy's smirk softened into respect. "You're braver than you look, little bear. I saw something glowing inside the crystal cave. Maybe that's her missing light." "Thank you," Benny said, eyes shining. The fox bowed with a flourish. "Bring her home, hero." The crystal cave was breathtaking. Every wall glittered like frozen rainbows, and Benny's lantern painted 1,000 little lights that danced around him. But deeper inside, he noticed something different, not cold, not sharp, but warm. A soft glow pulsed between two crystals, tiny, trembling, like a candle in the wind. Benny knelt. It was a moonbeam, caught in silver webbing, weak, scared, and whispering faintly, "Is anyone there?" "I'm here," Benny said gently. "I'll help you." He reached out and freed it carefully, the way you'd hold something both precious and fragile. The moonbeam shimmered weakly in his paws. "I got lost while chasing the stars. Now I can't find my moon." Benny smiled, his voice soft but sure. "Then let's find her together." For a moment, the cave went completely still, as if the whole world paused to watch a tiny bear hold a piece of the sky. The night stretched long, but Benny didn't stop. The moonbeam nestled against his fur, its light keeping the cold away. He climbed the tallest hill in the forest, Moon's Peak, step by step, breath by breath. His paws ached, his fur was damp with dew, but his heart never dimmed. At the top, the world opened wide, endless sky, quiet stars, and a sea of clouds. Benny looked up. "We're here." The moonbeam shimmered, brighter now, ready to return home. "Will you be okay without me?" it asked softly. Benny smiled, a little sad. "Of course, I'll still see you every night." He lifted the moonbeam high. It floated up, spinning slowly, until it melted into the clouds. And then, as if the universe exhaled, the moon returned. Full, gentle, glowing. The whole forest lit up in silver and gold. Every leaf sparkled. The pond below shone like glass. Even Timmy and Olivia looked up from afar, smiling. Benny sat on the hilltop, bathed in moonlight. His fur glowed like soft honey again. He whispered, "Welcome home." And from above, the moon's voice, calm, kind, eternal, drifted down like a lullaby. "Thank you, little one. You reminded me how it feels to be found." Benny yawned, curling into his blanket. I murmured sleepily, "Any time." The moon watched as he closed his eyes, her light wrapping him in silver warmth. The forest sang softly, the crickets, the wind, the leaves, all humming the same song, the song of brave hearts and quiet kindness. As Benny drifted to sleep, a small beam of moonlight rested on his cheek, a promise that even in the darkest nights, he'd never be alone again. Moon, the end.